Right, Shalom, this is the I.S.U.P.K. Started at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohanna. Make sure you pay your tithes. You know what I mean? Make sure you contact Officer Dungabar for the Passover coming up. You know, it's the Lord's 50th Passover, man. So, you know, we're doing it big this year. So, sadly, it ain't going to be cheap. You know what I mean? So, contact Officer Dungabar quick as you can, man. Get some preparation started. You know what I mean? Do what we can. Also, the 18th and 19th. 18th and 19th of February, so what, 2 weeks away, around the corner, is the Feast of Purim. Make sure you reach that as well, man. It's going to be at what? 394 Lodge Road, B18, 5PW, 394 Lodge Road. That's LODGE, Lodge Road, B18, 5PW. You know, make sure you attend that, man. Make sure you come to right, yeah? Make sure you come to the that holiday, man. The brothers, sisters, the kids, everyone's gonna be here. You know what I mean? You're black, man. You're coming to truth now. You know what I mean? You can't go to Christmas parties. You can't go to them family events no more. But you got brothers here, man. You come here. You know what I mean? You can feast down here when you eat, feast, and talk to the brothers and sisters. I know you women like to come down and eat and, you know, serve food and talk to other sisters. Lord knows you women love to do that. So just come down, man. You know what I mean? Suck you, sir. Hold on there. Look at it. Yeah. Go on. All right, sure. You know what I mean? So make sure you come down to that, man. Also, as I said, the Passover, contact the school and ask for Officer Dungabar, and we'll get the details on that. And if anything we can do to help that, we'll get that sorted. Any questions? Oh, yeah, also Monday class. We have classes every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, 7 to 9 at, with 394 Lodge Road, B18 5PW. Make sure you bring all your questions to that. Monday is the history class, Wednesday is the law, and Thursday is the scripture breakdown class. So make sure you come to that. Ask any question you want. Also, Monday is the grill by Commanding General Yohanna. That's on Blog Talk Radio, blogtalk.radio, and that's at 2 a.m. after midnight. 2-4. So make sure you stay awake for that. If you can't, you can watch it the following day on blogtalk.radio. Just type in Commanding General Yohanna, and you can watch that the following day. I think that's it, you know. And with that, we'll start the class. Any questions on the classroom now? No? Okay, that's cool. So again, we're gonna get, the thing is, a lot of black people, you know what I mean, Caribbean people, Judites, what we know as today as what? American blacks, or or we call them Yankees. But I heard nowadays it's what, derogatory term? But in England it's not, man. A Yankee is a black man from America, you know what I mean? It's just a term, but apparently in the States to take it offensive. You know what I mean? What we need to understand is we're not African, man. We think that we're African and we come from Africa, and you got people, especially Benjamites, pushing that whole Bob Marley thing, and Bob Marley song talking about we're from Africa and so forth. And what black people think is because the slave ships got us from Africa, we're African and we're not, man. That's not true according to the Bible. According to the Bible, the Africans are another dark race of people. They ain't us. You know what I mean? But thanks to reggae music and so forth, we think Jamaicans think they're Ethiopian. Thanks to Egyptologists, you got Judites thinking that they're Egyptian. You know what I mean? All them, the Zulu nation, and you know what I mean, the Nubianism movement, and all these black movements. Yeah, black people thinking that they're African, man. We ain't African. According to the Bible, we're not African. You know what I mean? They're another race of people to us. You know what I mean? We're to prove that as well. This is Jeremiah 14:2. Jeremiah 14:2. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. So this talk about the Jews. You know what I mean? The word. A lot of people talk about Jew. I'm a Jew. Don't even know where the word Jew comes from. The word Jew comes from Judah. You know what I mean? The white man says he's a Jew, but there's 12 tribes, man. Ain't just one. You know what I mean? We are Israelites, man. You know what I mean? Zebulun, Asher, Benjamin. You know what I mean? The I.S.U.P.K, we call ourselves Israelites, man. We have all tribes in the I.S.U.P.K, man. The whole nation of white people call themselves Jews. So who's the Zebulonites? Who's the Benjamites? You can't all be Jews. And the Bible said the real Jews are in mourning, man. It's a Judah mourner. You know what it means to be in mourning? Anyone know what it means to be in mourning? There you go. That's what the Jews are. The real Jews are in mourning. They're sad. They're crying. That can't be the white man in Israel. You can't be mourning when you have your own army. The white man, the so-called Jewish man, has the most baddest army in the face of the earth, man. There's something called the Six-Day War. He had a 6-day war with the Palestinians and killed them, man. He bombs the Palestinians to piss. He win. The Palestinians have little car bombs that they have a little grenades. This man has missiles, man. They can't win against him. They ain't mourning. They ain't mourning when they own Warner Brothers, the Diamond District. They ain't mourning when they own Stamford Hill in North London. They got communities. So it can't be them. But black man, you're the real Jews, man. You're the ones in mourning, man. What's that brother that died the other day, man? The brother that died the other day, stabbed by a white boy. He's dead, man. His mom can't see him no more. She's mourning, man. She can't see him no more. This white boy can get what? Visiting hours with his mom. His sour white mom can come down to the prison, talking about, I want to come see my son, and have what, an hour visit with her son, a 2-hour visit with her son. Meanwhile, guess where his brother got to see his mom? At the grave, man. His mom got to sit down and look, put flowers on his grave. Meanwhile, this white man can see his uncles, see his aunties, man. This brother can't do that. We're in mourning. We're using your kids out there, man, to go to school, and you ain't sure if they're gonna make it home. You're in mourning when you hear someone got stabbed and you're threatening to your son. You're in mourning when your daughters are becoming whores, man. Every man's scared the daughter might become a whore. Every man thinks about it, man. And if the white man don't think about that. If we had our own community where we could enforce these laws, we don't have to worry about that, man. We'll know my daughter's fine. Ain't no one gonna molest her, man. Ain't no one gonna have sex with her, use her, and dash her away. Ain't 10 man gonna batch her and talk about her and ridicule her name all throughout the city, man. But that's what we worry about. Every man was, I wonder if my daughter comes home and I'll be ashamed to my name. We're the ones in mourning, man. Guns in our neighborhood, crack in our neighborhood, black on black crime in our neighborhood, drug dealers on the park bench, drug dealers begging for change. Oh, you see them, man. Every end's got a mad Rasta man begging for change, harassing people, man. We're the ones in mourning. We're the ones crying, man. No other race is like that, man. The white man ain't mourning. Chinese man ain't mourning. Believe it or not, people see Chinese people people don't really study them too much. Can leave them alone. Chinese man got money, man. He's rich, man. Next time you're in town, he said, Chinese man, look at his clothing. He wears name brand you've never heard of in your life, man. You think I'm playing? People think that, Chinese man is cool to do the old thing. Chinese man got money, man. They got money. They own a section of town in every city. They own it. Chinese own, man. But they sell you cat, rat, and dog, man. They hire their own people, employ their own people. You know what I mean? The only one race of people that's mourning, that's a black man. We're mourning, man. You don't know who your dad is. That's mourning. If your mom was a whore or your dad died or was a drug dealer and sentenced to life in prison, that's mourning, man. If you're living from wage to wage, that's mourning. If you're a black man, your cupboards is empty. That's what you call mourning. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. A gate is to protect you, man. You have a house, you build a gate, a nice high gate. You ever see them movies where they're driving to a nice mansion, the gates will open up? That gate ain't there to look fancy, so no one can come in there. The gates are usually high for a reason, so no one can climb over. And the Bible says our gates languish, the weak, the tired. We don't have no gates, man. Who thinks twice before killing black people? Who said, if I kill that black man, there'll be an uproar, man, there'll be a problem? No one does. No one does, man. But when they kill a Chinese man, they think about it. Nah, if I kill a Chinese man, there's gonna be a problem. When they drop bombs at other countries, they think about it first. They go, no, if I drop a bomb, there's going to be a problem. When they fly in people's airspace, they go, I can't. There's gonna be a problem. But black men, they do what they want to do to you. It's like this. There you go. They dragged the Chinese man off the plane recently. I had to pay him out. Because he has strong gates and protection. Meanwhile, Terrell Lewis from Black Workout was dragged off the train. And what come out for something that he didn't do? Terrell Lewis was assaulted by a white woman. A white woman slapped his hat off his head, assaulted him, and said that he assaulted her. He got the same thing. The only thing is he didn't get thrown off a plane. He got thrown off a train. Had to miss his train, man. To be late. Was detained for a couple of hours, man. Caused him a big inconvenience, and nothing came out of it, man. You know why? Because people do what they want to us. Whatever they want to do, they can do it, man. And nothing will come out of it. We ain't got no gates. We ain't got no protection, man. Terrell Lewis was on a train, and a drunken woman, everybody knows in an argument, the drunk person is always in the wrong. Even if the right is wrong. You know what I mean? Everyone look at you drunk, man. Look, you drunk. Probably say that the argument's done. And this drunk white woman, a drunk white woman is so above us in society that the police believes her. A drunk white woman that assaulted him on camera. It's on camera as well, man. And this man had to come off the train. They said, we're not going to move the train until you get off the train. And he had to come off the train. And the Bible says, whether you're rich or poor, man, the curse will pursue you. And Terrell Lewis got a nice following, you know what I mean? 10,000s of followers and subscribers, man. And he faced the same curse that we go through, man. The same curse that Chris Brown faced the other day, man. Accused of rape. The same case that, you know, that Mike Tyson get accused for. You know why we're all in this together, man? Don't think money can make you change. Don't think that's black people problems. I'm different. I got money. Terrell Lewis fought that, man. He thought, I'm on black workout, man. You know what I mean? I'm on many what's called vines and memes, and I got YouTube. I make YouTube videos. I'm known, man. I'm handsome. You know what I mean? I'm handsome, and I got money and I got muscles and everything. They didn't care. They treat him like any black man, man. Treat him like any black man in the ends. Our gates languish. We don't have no protection, man. Some Indian men the other day, there was four Pakistani men, man, and the police harassed them, pulled them over, grips them up. You know what I mean? On camera. And then policemen are working from a desk today, man. Working from a desk. They can't go out no more and ride around and have fun and stop for donuts and chips, man. They're working behind a desk now, man. Clocking in. You know why? Because the Indians, man, gate no language. Now, how much times have the police pepper sprayed us, man? On camera. How much time did the police roughed us up? Wrestled us to the floor on camera. And they're still working their job, man. A policeman killed Mark Duggan dead, man, with witnesses. There's a taximan present that was a witness. 8 other officers were witnesses, man. And that police was alive today. Imagine this. Let me tell you something. Imagine Mark Duggan dead today and his parents can't see him. Meanwhile, the policeman that killed him, guess where he is right now, man? He's probably in Tesco, pushed a shopping cart with his kids. Meanwhile, Mark Duggan's dad can't see him again. Mark Duggan's mom can't see him again. And he's in Tesco right now, probably doing late night shopping, man. With the shopping cart full to the brim. It was Christmas the other day, a month ago. I bet that same man that killed him was celebrating Christmas with his family, man. With a big tree in his house. Meanwhile, Mark Duggan is dead, man, cold in a grave. And he got away with it. You know why? Because our gates language, man. They are black unto the ground. And that's the color of the Jews. The Jews are black unto the ground. Talk about their color and their condition. We are black. We're dark skinned, man. So a lot of people read the scripture and think, well, the Africans are dark skinned. So we must be Africans then. You know, we was in Africa. We're going to find out if we are African, man. We're going to find out that what you're going to learn today, black men, is because the Africans are dark skinned, they're not our people, man. They're not our people. The Chinese and the Vietnamese, they share similar features. They look alike. They come from a similar part of the globe. They share the similar hair texture, similar skin complexion, similar features, and they ain't the same people, man. The Japanese are the same. The Eritrean and the Ethiopians, man, they share similar features. They look alike, and they'll tell you, I'm at them. In fact, they'll be offended if you get mistaken for them, man. The Somalian man and the Ethiopian, they look similar. And they're the same people, man. They got nothing to do with looks, man, or features. You know what I mean? So regardless of any African man being dark skinned and we being dark skinned, we're not the same people, man. We're a different race of people. I mean, we get that with the Bible. I'm seeing this question real quick. Shalom to Janil. And the sister Shara Rana is right, man. It means sad and to be weeping. Shalom to Daira, Dawada, Amawana. We get Acts 13:1. The book of Acts 13:1. Now they were in the church that was at Antioch. And again, Antioch is the name of a Greek general, Antiochus Epiphanes. You know, the white man likes to name countries after himself. You know what I mean? Like America. America's named after a man called Amerigo Vespucci. Africa itself, you know, the topic is on Africa. Named after a man called, you know what I mean, Leo Scipios Africanus. And same here at Antioch. Antioch was named after a man called Antiochus Epiphanes. A wicked man is that. A man that killed black people, killed the Jews, man, fought against the Maccabees, forced us to eat pork. And at this time, we was in Antioch. He said, after him though, he named land after himself. The men at Antioch. Just like today, the Jews in England, Jews in Birmingham, in white man's land, living, but we ain't white people though. That's why when you read the book of Rome, people say, see, it's called the book of Romans. It's Romans, yeah? Because there's black men living in Rome, like there's black men living in England today. I'm British. David Cameron's British. But me and him are two different British, man. You know what I mean? The men that I.S.U.P.K who are American, Donald Trump's American also, but they're with two different Americans, man. And this time there was men in Antioch, man. Teachers like today, there's men in the U.P.K in England. Suck, yeah. And there was in the church at Antioch. So in the church, the gathering of people, you know what I mean? Like this, Christian terms we call it a church, but if you read it in the Greek, it just means school or gathering of people. So in this school at Antioch, like we got schools in Harlem, we got school in Chicago. There was a school of brothers that studied Christ, man. Like, you know what I mean? And these brothers were in Antioch. Certain prophets and teachers, and these are prophets of the Bible, man. Men that could prophesy, got revelations. So I'm not talking about any people. I'm not talking about white people here. I'm not talking about regular people. These were the top men of the Most High, man. Men that rode with Christ, learned about Christ, prophets and teachers, men that could teach the Bible, man. As Barnabas and Simeon, going even further, these teachers were men like Barnabas and Simeon. Barnabas was Paul's understudy, man. Simeon was Christ's right-hand man. These are Christ's people that rode with Christ, learned with Christ, saw him in person, sat down and learned the scripture from him firsthand, man. I'm going to find out how these people look like, man. Because you go to church, you feel like these people are white people. You see the picture called what's called the Last Supper, the Sistine Chapel, Mary. But let's see what the Bible says about these men that rode with Christ, learned from Christ, sat down with him, ate with him. Christ raised them up from the ground, man. These men were fishermen when Christ found them. And when Christ left them, he left them teachers, man. Disciple means follower. Apostle means teacher. You know what I mean? Christ, he started off with 12 disciples and left with 12 apostles, man. Okay? So he started off with 12 disciples, 12 students. And when he left, these men were 12 teachers. That was called Niger. And these men were called Niger. And the word Niger means black, man. Look up it in the dictionary, it means black, the Latin word for black. And these men that taught the Bible, these prophets of God, these men that studied with Christ, learned with Christ, rode with Christ, Christ fed them, gave them revelation, gave them counsel. These men were black. So people call these men black. Now you wouldn't, they were called black. Being people called them black, man. You would not call you not see a white man and call him black. You not see, you know what I mean, a Romanian man and call him black. The only way someone can call you black is if you're dark skinned, man. Or you're very dark. And these men that rode with Christ, they were black men. They're just like us, man. Paul was a black man. Pete was a black man. This whole school was full of black men. It's like, yeah. Well, in this scripture, we call black because of our skin complexion. But it is scripture in the Bible where we call black because of our condition. But the white man calls it black, not because Africans are dark skin also, and the white man don't call them black. Africans will say sometimes in America, not really over here, they go, "Oh, I'm not black, I'm African," because they know that us calling ourselves black ain't just skin complexion, it's our condition. We are the black people of the earth, man. We're the people that's down on the bottom. They will say, "I'm not black." You know what I mean? They'll tell you it's a fake Israelite group, man, and they had a street speaking. Our African girls like, "Nah, we ain't the same." So I said straight, I'm not black. And people looking like you ain't black. No, I'm not them. They will tell you to the point that I'm gonna say something like now. I'll slip my mind, yeah. But even they know, because there's dark-skinned Pakistanis too, like my complexion, and they won't say I'm black. They say I'm Pakistani regardless of how dark they are. Dark-skinned Bengali, dark-skinned Ethiopian, and so forth, and they will not say I'm black. Hawaiians don't consider themselves black. They won't say it. They say, yeah, I'm this, I'm that. Whatever they want to say, but they won't say I'm black. I've seen there's a show in Australia about the Hawaiians. The guys say, "Oh, they hate me because I'm a native. I'm a native, not because I'm black." And his skin was dark, man. You know what I mean? Let me get Daniel 7 and 9. Furthermore, Africans love each other, man. I heard people say, "Oh, Africans, you know what I mean? I did some research and they go back to this and that, man." But Africans don't fit no curse, man. I don't see it at all, man. Africans love each other, man. Imagine this. Imagine the black man been here from the 50s and 60s, man. I don't own a damn thing. An African man comes over, he got African shops, man. Just landed yesterday, African shops, selling jollof rice and this and that, and Nigerian shop here, Nigerian barber shop there. Did look good, man. A black man has a wedding. So some little quiet thing, can't afford it. African has a wedding. Come on, man. African got money. They're living good. The white man loves Africans. The white man sends aid to go help the Africans over there. Millions and millions of pounds of aid. America does it. Britain does it. America sends $1 million of dollars. England sends £1 million over and over again. More aid to Africa and so forth, man. And what do you get, black man? You go to they sanction you of job seekers, man. Job seekers send millions of pounds to African people, fight you over job seekers, which is 10 pence of every taxpayer, man. That's a fact. Job seekers is 10 pence of every taxpayer, and they want to put sanctions on you, man. So you're not looking for a job hard enough, man. Nah, you know what? That's it. We sanction you and leave a man for 2 weeks without pay, man. The 120 was just about the 120 wasn't enough as it is. They're gonna cut that from me, and meanwhile give millions of pounds to Africa, man. Millions of pounds to South Africa and so forth. And a black man can't get a job, cut off your aid. Meanwhile, all them white boys with dirty teeth, man, you give them their job seekers allowance. How do I know? Because I see them in Tesco at night time, man. I see them in Tesco at night time, cashing out that JSA and getting their 6 can, man. What's it called? 6 can of lager. They be getting that 6 can of lager, man. And they didn't work hard for that. They didn't go, work a 9 to 5 for that. They got that JSA, man. Meanwhile, black people, we fighters for it, man. We get the book of Daniel 7 and 9. What's a black man supposed to do for 2 weeks without no money, man? For 2 weeks without no money? And then when you go steal now, because you got to live, what they do? Lock you up. That's what it is, man. What was the deal, man? White man push that trap. Imagine the white man will lock you up here for doing the white man. So the white man does, it makes a perfect scenario for you to sin. Then he punishes you for doing it, man. He'll sanction you for 2 weeks, man. What now? Do the white man know you are a human being? How are you gonna eat for 2 weeks? Like food doesn't come out the sky, man. You have to buy it. Do you not consider that if you sanction me, I cannot eat? Not even cut it back. You sanction me, I cannot eat. I'm poor as it is. That's why I'm on JSA. That's why I'm coming to job seek. That's why I'm coming to the job center, man. Are you gonna take the little money that you give me away from me? So when I do sell drugs now, when I do rob somebody, you lock me up, man. And then when I do get out of prison for locking somebody up, I can't work again. I still can't work, so I got to steal again. You can't even stack a shelf if your CRB ain't clean, man. So like it is. There you go. Because you're black, as it is, it's against you. If you're a black man, you go for a job interview. Come on, man. Man, you gotta make sure you're up there, man. You know, this is a fact, man. I saw a white policeman the other day with a sleeve for tattoos, man. I said to myself, boy, a black man goes to interview braids and he can't get the job. Meanwhile, this white man can have a sleeve for tattoos, man. And it's fine, we don't discriminate, everyone, can express himself their own way. And black man, you dare go to a job interview with gold teeth, so rap, man. You go to a job interview with a gold teeth. Come on, man. We know you ain't gonna get that. Unless it's plumbing or truck driving or something like that, it's not gonna happen. Meanwhile, a white man can be a policeman, man, protect and serve the public, man, with a sleeve of tattoos, and he gets it, man. You know what I mean? And that's just how it is. It's Daniel 7 and 9. Daniel 7 and 9. After this, I saw in a night vision, and behold, that's not it. Yeah, 7 and 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit. So again, you know what I mean? It just proves it twice. The Jews are black. I'm sure that the Most High black also. Daniel said he saw when all the thrones were cast down, and all these thrones. A throne is like rulership. A king sits on the throne. Daniel saw when all these. First, Daniel sees all the rulership of the earth. He saw the Babylonians, the Greeks, the Romans, and now he's seen the end of it, man. Even the one that we're in today, Daniel saw the end. All of them fell down. Yes, the white man is coming down. I know you can't believe it. I know you're thinking, what? This white man with them satellites. The white man that can press some button and zoom in on your house and see what you're doing from his room and his iPad. Nah, you can't take him down. Daniel said he's coming down. Daniel said his phone's coming down. People say, what? You mean the white man that can push a button and blow up a country? Even the white man that's probably tapping into this cash right now. Yes. God said he's coming down, man. I know he got tanks. I know he got satellites. I know he's mighty and can clone sheep and do all types of miracles. But God's taking him down, man. And that's in the Bible. Daniel saw this. Daniel saw him coming down. That white man's coming down. The police force, his tanks, his army, his navy, marines, all his scientists, all the great miracles he can do, all his missiles, all that ain't gonna help him. His missiles, his ray gun, his flamethrower, all the things that he got can't help him, man. Daniel said he's coming down. Daniel said he saw it when the Greeks and Romans fell, the Babylonians fell, man. And the Ancient of Days did sit. Daniel saw the Ancient of Days sitting, man. The Most High, the Ancient of Days. Ancient means old. And who was here before anybody, before any spirit, man, any earth, anything? The Most High, man. And Daniel said he saw the Ancient of Days sitting, whose garment was white as snow. And the Most High, the garment white as snow, man. White. You know, black people, we all got to show off. You know what I mean? You ever seen a Jamaican man shirt? It's sparkling clean, man. You know what I mean? That's what the Most High is. Shirt, garment, white as snow, man. Glorious. We're people that look good, man. We don't look rough, man. And his hair, and the hair on his head, like the pure wool. And so the hair on the Most High's head was like pure wool, man. And black people have woolly textured hair. The Lord got hair, same hair as you, black man. Same hair as you, man. When you see that picture of what's called the Sistine Chapel, it was that picture, Sistine Chapel. You see the intro. This is the Sistine Chapel, man. Leonardo painted a picture of God and the angels. And on the roof, you see a picture of God touching Adam's finger. That's called the Sistine Chapel. You see a picture before, sis? No, never. Yeah. Let me show that real quick. This decides to work. Yo. That's a Sistine Chapel right there, man. Now, is that anything like what we just read? That's nothing like what we just read. You know what I mean? As you can see there, the man naked, a white man naked. You know, according to the Bible, it's a sin to be naked, man. But the white man's a homosexual. That you know what I mean? He likes stuff like that. And you see angels who are naked, supposed to be around God. Look, that's not a black man. That hair ain't wool. The hair's white, but it's not woolly. Black people have woolly texture hair, man. According to what we read and what the white man says, that's a lie, man. That's what the white man is, the devil the Bible speaks of. And look at that, man. Adam is naked, man. Adam is naked. The white man, all over the globe, man, has that Roman statues of Cupid and babies naked. Do you know, black man, that is child pornography, man? If you draw that picture today in 2019, they will lock you up, man. That's their history. That is child pornography. Don't tell me it's art. Why is it art then, but child pornography now? If it's child pornography now, child pornography then, man. You draw that picture today, they will lock you up. So why now can they put pictures like that up all around England, man? And tourists drive past and look at, oh, so nice statue there, man. That is child pornography, man. That's indecent exposure, man. What's the other one? Public indecency, man. That's what it is. You draw a picture of a baby with his right out, they will lock you up today. That is child pornography. And that's what the Roman Catholic Church used to do, man. Pictures of baby angels naked, a man there. That's porno right there, man. And that's not what we just read the Most High got a garment white as snow, man. He's not naked. He didn't make Adam naked. In the Bible, you must put clothes on, man. You must dress. You must be dressed modestly. You know what I mean? But what was that now? His garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like pure wool. His throne was like the fiery flame. So the Most High sits on a throne full of fire, man. That's glorious. That's a man right there, man. Not no soft college chair, man. A throne of fire, man. That's the God we serve, man. That God be the soul and the Sistine Chapel. That's some cuddly God that loves everybody, man. That's why black men smoke weed and do what they want and say, I repent later. Because that's the God they serve. But the black men who knew that their God sits on a throne of fire, they'll think twice before they smoke weed, man. They'll think twice before they do what they want to do. They'll think twice before they kill people, man. They don't know what God's dealing with. But the Christian church teaches black men that God's all love. Don't worry about it. It's white, man. It's a white man. And that's why black people take it soft, man. Let me get there real quick. Let me get the Bible dictionary real quick. This is Ham in the Bible dictionary. So Ham is the father of all the Africans. Let's look at the Bible dictionary. This is Donovan Bible dictionary. We'll find out what it says about Ham. This is Ham, the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood. So everyone knows about Noah and the flood and so forth. So before the flood happened, Ham was born 96 years before that. So when the flood happened, Ham was like 96 years old. So it was a big man at the time. But men did live longer back then. And one of 8 persons to live through the flood. So there's 8 people in the flood. Ham was one of them that survived. So he had Noah, his 3 children, that's 4 of them, and all 4 of their wives. These men had one wife. They didn't have multiple. For whatever reason, I don't know. They had one. I don't know why, you know what I mean? Probably the shortest of food in there. You know, you're going for a flood. I'm guessing you're going for a flood. Last thing you need is 2 headaches. But it was 4 men, 4 women, yeah? He became the progenitor of the dark race. So Ham became the father of the dark race, the progenitor. Like, if a man has a progeny, that means his children. Ham became the progenitor, the father of the dark race. So people read this and say, well, I'm dark. The Africans are dark. Ham must be our father. Not the Negroes. So even the white man knows that Ham is not the father of the Negroes, man. Just the Africans. Became the father of dark races, but not the Negroes. So like this. Somalians got a bit of coolie complexion because they was conquered by the Arabs. Hence why they're Muslim today. But you know, they're still Ethiopian nonetheless. Not the Negroes, but the Egyptians. So not the father of the Negroes, not the father of the black man. You are the Negroes, man. Go on the BBC, man, and get a bill of sale of people in the Caribbean. They'll call Negroes. They weren't called Africans, man. A bill of sale will say 100 Negroes for cheap. Ham is not the father of the Negroes, but the Africans, but the Egyptians, Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites. That's who Ham is the father of. Them people. So black man, you're not Hamite. The Ethiopian man who you want to talk about Jah, Selassie, and this and talking language. You and him ain't the same people. The Egyptians who the Americans want to be like so much, talk about they're going to Egypt and you can read it, this and the Tamaray. They're not your people. Black man, you're a whole different family to them, man. We're going to go in the Bible. The Bible has something called the Table of Nations where it lists where people come from. And black man, you don't come from them, man. Ham is the father of the Africans, not you. Get that real quick. Then we're not. These are there for now. I'll fix it in a minute. Hey, man, shut the man thing to rotted, man. First Chronicles 1:4. Slovakia. Okay, this is First Chronicles 1:4. So chronicle means, I think, chronicle means time. So let's talk about when people say I put something in chronological order, it means time order. That's what they call the Book of Chronicles. It tells you who was born first and so forth. I think the word chronicles comes from the Greek word called chronos. Chrono, the Greek god called Chrono, he was the god of time. That's why in the English language it became chronicles with time. So Book of Chronicles, chapter 1:1, and it reads Adam, Seth, Enoch. So again, everyone comes from Adam, and let you know where everyone on the earth today comes from Adam, Seth, and Enoch. Let me jump down to verse 8. The sons of Ham. So again, we talk about Ham. The sons of Ham, which people came from Ham: Cush, Mizraim, Put, and Canaan. So Cush, who is the Ethiopians. I think in Hebrew named Kawash. Mizraim, which is the Egyptians, Matazarium, put his the West Africans and Kenyans and South Africans. These are the people that came from Ham. The sons of Cush was Sheba, Hiva, Habatha, Hamatha. And these are all the people that came from Cush, all the African nations, man. You know what I mean? Them long neck ones, I mean, platelet ones, many different tribes of them. These are all the people that came from him. And Cush begat Nimrod. He was a mighty man. So from Cush, they had warriors and so forth, like Nimrod, that came from Cush, who people celebrate today. You know, Nimrod, his birthday and so forth. And Mizraim begot Ludim and Ananim. So even Mizraim, Egypt, they had other nations that broke off from them. Like for us, we come from one man, but in that one man, there's 12 different tribes. The Africans had that also. Verse 34. Let me get this. Let me go back. So that's the African man genealogy from Ham. That's where he comes from. But verse 17, the sons of Shem, but from Shem, you know, I mean, the African man, we read his, you know, Egypt come from him, Africans come from him, Egyptians come from him, but from Shem, Elam, East Indians, Asher, Arphaxad, Lod, Aram, Uz, Hol, Gepher, Meshach, and from Arphaxad, Selah, and from Selah begat Eber. So from Shem, a man was born from Shem down the line, a great grandson, a man called Eber, and that's where you get the word Hebrew from, Ibar. So anyone that come out of Shem was called Hebrews. No, anyone that come from Eber, sorry, was called Hebrews. All his sons were called Hebrews. That's where you get the word Hebrew from. His name is Ibar, which means Hebrew. And Peleg, let me read on. So again, verse 25, Eber, Peleg, Noah, Terah, Abraham, the same is Abraham. So from this man here, Shem, came Arphaxad, Eber, whose name means Hebrew. And then later on came Abraham. So Abraham came from a man called Eber, or which loosely translates to Hebrew. So what language would Abraham be speaking? Hebrew. So Abraham was a Hebrew also because he came from Shem. He didn't come from the African nations. He didn't speak Swahili. He didn't speak Amharic. He spoke Hebrew. So like, yeah. The sons of Abraham were Ishmael and Isaac. These are the generations. The firstborn of Ishmael. So we're going to list it's the firstborn of Ishmael's sons. Let me keep going. And verse 34. And Abraham begot Isaac, the son of Isaac, Esau and Israel, which is your Jacob. The sons of Esau, it lists the sons of Esau. But so far you can see Ham got his own family and we got our own family. You know what I mean? We keep going. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So we're from two different families. We're from Shem. Our father's Abraham. You know what I mean? Abraham had another son called Isaac. Isaac had another son called Israel, man. And he had 12 tribes: Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Manasseh, Ephraim. That's where we come from. The Africans have their own lineage, man. And we ain't from them. We don't come from them. We fit the prophecies of the Bible, and the prophecies of the Bible fits the 12 tribes. Don't fit the Africans. Don't fit the East Indians. No African man come over here on a ship. No African man ain't going through hard times in England. Africans got their own surnames, man. They got no next man surname for their surname. They got the surnames Makumba, Matumba, whatever their surname is, man. It's the Somalian, forget about it. They got like Jama and Abdul Qadir and Musa. They got theirs, man. But we ain't got ours, man. They don't fit these curses. We're two separate families, man. We're not the same family. We get Exodus 11 and 7. The book of Exodus 11 and 7. 11 and 6. And there shall be a great cry throughout the land of Egypt, such as there was none like it. So Lord said, listen, I'm about to kill some Africans out here, you know. Like, yo, I'm about to kill some Africans. They're about to be a cry in Egypt. Like, trust me, ain't been none like it. No disaster is going to be like what I'm about to do. They're about to be a balling in Egypt, man. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine waking up? Can you imagine being in bed one day and you hear a cry? Like everyone's crying, and you go outside, you see women in, women crazy, women in the street in the 90s, losing their head, everyone going mad, what's going on? And every single woman saying, yo, wait in my cup, man, my son's dead, man. One dead on the PlayStation, one dead in the car, one dead in the bath, one dead in one dead in his pajamas. And all the firstborns is dead, man. And they're going crazy. Don't know what, they're all complex, don't know what's going on. And loads of that for us. Imagine that Egypt must have been on fire, man. Imagine the screen. You must have jumped like, what's it's like this is. Yeah. It'll be the firstborn, yeah. So, and it wasn't just the law was so rough, it killed even the cows, man, the sheep, firstborn of everything. Can you imagine that? Women's in their 90s running up and down, you know, the law said this happened at sundown. So everyone sleep at sundown. So they find that in the morning. That's why it's a great cry in Egypt, man. Anyone will cry. I'm like, what's going on? You know what I mean? You wake up in the morning, you wake up for school, you know, the Egyptians are proud. Just the white man. Proud, wake up, think I'm a regular day. You know, the rich white people that they make millions a day, thinking, oh, come on, let me wake my son up. And the Lord changed his life, man, to his life upside down. They thought today was going to be another productive day. That day, his son died, man. His firstborn, the boy that he loves, man. The boy that he loves. Mark Duggan's killer. Mark Duggan, murderer, killed Mark Duggan, man. Mark Duggan was somebody's son, but he don't care. You know why? Because he got his own son, man. And I bet you every Sunday he goes to the park and kicks a football with that son and loves his son. Meanwhile, your son's black, man. Who cares about him, man? And the day's coming, look and take his son, man. And that's right, man. I'm sorry. Well, why must we feel all the pain, man? So at the time someone else feels some pain, man. I'm not telling no one that go out there and harm nobody. What time they feel some pain? Rashawn Child's mom can't see no more, man. She can't see him no more. She got video proof of her son getting choked to death. That must hurt, man. She can watch her son on YouTube die to death, man. And meanwhile, the police that killed his son, probably every son who plays football with his son, man, puts an Arsenal t-shirt on his son, takes pictures of his son on his shoulders. They're wearing the matching football t-shirts, man. Take him to a football game and eat chips, a cone of chips and a hot dog, man. And her son's dead, man. Salakia, the days come when he got to feel that same pain, man. And that's right, man. Why must we die while you go watch an Arsenal match with your children? Take him to the game. I'm taking my kids to the game, you know. Yeah, man. I hear white boys say, yeah, I'm taking my son to London. You know, I'm going to show him the big city, show him around, man. Meanwhile, we can't do that for our sons, man. Salakia, sis. Oh, Ian Wright. Raheem Sterling.
Yeah. When the article came out, basically saying that man was vexed, he wasn't vexed. He wasn't vexed about what he did or what. Sorry, vexed because he lost his job. Vexed because he lost his job.
Yeah, can't. So you caught the man was shouting racial abuse at Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling reported it. Actually, Raheem Sterling didn't report it. It's on film. And he's vexed with Raheem Sterling because he can't hold his own mouth. He's vexed. He didn't say, I'm wrong for I don't, it's just a game. I shouldn't be calling him all types of names over a game. He's a vexed because he lost his job, man. So you don't even feel sorry. The policeman that killed Mark Duggan ain't sorry. Should I do it again? Sorry. It's a serious job out there. You know what I mean? No man can tell me nothing. When you're out there, it's easy watching from TV, but when you're out there, it's serious, man. And we gotta let bullets fly. If my life is threatened, it's me or him, man. And so that means my son gotta die, man, because some policeman feels threatened. And Rashawn Child's mom can't see him no more, man. He's gone, man. It's a shame. And she could watch it on camera. She could watch it on film. And do you know Rashawn Child was a father, the young father? He was young. He was a father. He had children, man. I feel like 18 years old, he had children, and that son can't see dad no more. Meanwhile, the policeman got to see his, man. Probably just right. What time is it? No, it's a bit early still, but it's Monday now, man. He's probably watching EastEnders with his son now, man. Right now, I'm about to tuck him into bed in a bit. Probably feeding him. What white people eat? Potato faces and beans right now, man. It's lucky, man. The Lord's great, man. It's time they feel some pain for a change. Time they feel some pain, man. For years, they had us sleeping in sheds, man, and wake up in the morning and building pyramids and made our life hell. So we must make brick without slime and mortar, man. That's ridiculous. It's like you telling me to make a car without engine. It's impossible. To us to make brick and didn't give us the ingredient to make the brick, man. And that what the white man does today. The same thing happened in Egypt today. The white man said today, man. The white man says, go live, don't steal, don't sell drugs, live on this little minimum wage I give you, and don't rob nobody. Go live. Now pay for your rent, your electric, your gas, and everything. But if you ever do rob somebody or sell drugs to make more, we will lock you up. Now go live on these peanuts, man. Even though you can't live on these peanuts. Slack is this.
And also, I've got no mercy, like not looking to treat people for hundreds of years. Not even think, you can't even speak on it. Everyone gets upset.
That's true. That happened at camp as well. Saturday gone, you know what I mean? I don't want to give too much off, you know what I mean? But it's a fire video coming out, you know what I mean? Hold on to your hats, a fire. You know what I mean? You can't talk about it. A white man's telling me why am I upset about slavery? I was like, but why can't it be? And he's such a devil. He couldn't even, everything I said he had an answer for. He couldn't say, you know what? You're right. Yeah, but the future? Yeah, but in the future, you see the person else. Yeah, but think about peace. But why should you think about peace when the Jewish man got reparation? I got mine. Yeah, but it couldn't. He just don't want to say sorry to black people, man. Black people don't deserve anything. I don't matter what I say, how much facts I bring out, even though I'm right, he would not admit it, man. He won't do it. I said I'm bitter. Yeah, I'm bitter. He said I'm bitter. I said I'm right to be bitter. Yeah, but move forward. I can't move forward because even in the future, he's still deporting the women's generation. Yeah, but where's the love in your heart, man? I said I can't have love in my heart if you're killing me. And he had something to say every minute, man. What he wants you to just shut up and die in peace, man. You give me too much headache. We don't care if you die, man. Don't talk about it, man. I still want to hear it. I want to have my Christmas and my Easter and live with my kids, man. And last thing I want to hear is black people nagging about their problems, man. And that's the problem with white people, man. It's like a manatee. Did it burn? Did it catch? Move from there, come forward. I can't douse nobody. I tried to douse. I tried to douse somebody tonight. Let me read that again. Wait. Exodus 11:6. And there shall be a great cry throughout the land of Egypt, such as there was none like it, or shall be like it anymore. So they're saying, what I'm about to do is going to be so rough. You're not going to hit. There's nothing like it before, and not going to be nothing like it in the future, man. But against any other children of Israel shall not a dog move their tongue. So they're saying against any black and Hispanic man shall not a dog move their tongue, man. Speak bad against it, anything bad against man or beast, that they may know that the Lord have put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel, man. Now, what's the Lord saying about the Egyptians right here, man? When you read that, what's he calling them? The Lord saying, no dog can move his tongue against you, man. I've done this so that men may know that you like ain't the same people. You're greater than them. You're better than them. But what the line above that? What's it saying? But again, can a dog move the tongue against a man? Can a dog speak bad against them? Against anybody? No. What's the Lord saying about Egyptians? Call them dogs, man. The Lord called them dogs, man. The Lord said against none of the children of Israel can a dog move their tongue, man. Can it? The Lord, Egyptian can't move his tongue against us. And the Lord did that so they know that we're greater than them. And the Lord called them dogs, man. The Lord didn't say we're one people. Didn't say we're the same people. The Lord shall put a difference between you and the Egyptians, man. The Egyptians drink blood, man. Have sex with men, children. Watch the film. What's it called? Indiana Jones, man. I know you. When you watch that movie, why is there all little boys around here? Every Egyptian movie see a little boy with a plait. You thinking, huh? Because they have sex with boys, man. And they only have sex with women just to make babies. That was their thing, man. And we're different from them. We're the same people, man. They come from Ham. We come from Shem. We come from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. We got a better history than them. You're a black man going to Egypt to read the hieroglyphs on the wall and all that. You might as well go to India and read their history too, man. Because that's the same thing. The people that ain't your people. Your history is greater than theirs. Your history consists of a man walking on water, man. And your history consists of 500 men killing 1,000 men. Your history consists of walking through water, man. Chariots, that's your history. And you're worried about some king. You're worried about some man with a falcon head. A falcon head, man. It's ridiculous. You're worried about what Nefertiti got an ankh on your neck. But your history is greater than theirs, man. 1,000 men put 10,000 men to flight, man. Men were running up walls and taking down cities, man. Men walking through water, man. Moses parting the Red Sea. Moses turning the Egyptians' water to blood, man. Do you know in England all your water comes from the Severn Trent? Do you know that? Severn Trent? Or River Severn? Trent. Now if that river turns to blood, you can't drink, man. You can't get no water from there. And the Lord did that to them. But your river turns to blood, your cattle can't eat, so you can't get no lamb chops, no beef. You can't drink. And the Lord did that for you, man. Your history. The Lord smited a whole nation of people. You know how big Egypt is? And every single one of them suffered just because they didn't treat black people right, man. That's your history. That's the God I serve. You treat him wrong, I'm going to punish everybody. Their cattle died. They didn't have beef and lamb chops at McDonald's. They couldn't eat good. Why? Because they treated you wrong. They could have rice and wheat and bread and so forth because the locusts ate their crops. Why? Because they treated you wrong. They couldn't see for what? 7 nights. 7 nights. Pitch black darkness, man. Why? Because they treated you wrong. That's the Lord I serve, man. My Lord's a bully. The guy Reese is a bully, man. He don't beg and please let him go, man. He's a bully, man. Pitch black, man. The other day, one of these sisters begging for my phone because they couldn't see the key to the door, so they begged for my phone for the light. Now imagine that for 7 whole days, man. 7. You wake up, it's dark. You wake up again, it's dark. You can't cook in the dark, man. A lot of people are scared to go downstairs in the dark, can't see. Bumping their toe and stepping on the plug and that, man, in the dark. And imagine that for 7 days, everywhere pitch black. Lord, that for you, man. So that men may know how the Lord does put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel, and with different people, man. The Lord put a difference between us, two separate people, blood race different. You know what I mean? Our bloodline different, genetics different, come from two different families. We're chosen, they ain't. We got holy laws, they don't. The Egyptians right now are in Sudan somewhere, man. You look at the Egyptians today and you think, huh? These are the people I read about in the Bible. These are in slavery. Nah, we can't be them, man. You see them on I think before EastEnders starts, you see them jumping in a straight line. They used to do that on Watch the While. Before EastEnders you start, you see them jumping straight. Did you see that advert something? Oh man, what? If you watch EastEnders back in the day, you'll see them jumping. That's them, man. That's them. And they had us in slave one time. The Lord beat them so much. You're like thinking, really, these? I can't see it, man. That's gonna be the white man. The days coming with the white man gonna be so low. In the book of Isaiah, it said, "This is the man to make the earth tremble." You know, look at him and go, "This man had bombs." Nah, you're lying, man. He killed Mark Duggan and nothing came out of it. You sure? You suddenly look at you and say, "Dad, the other day I was in class. He said something about this white man here. You should chase you around the ends in a police car and a truncheon." You go, "Yeah, did you know?" I go, "No, you're lying. Get out of here, man." Him. He's chased you around. He's spray pepper spray in your eyes. He's to lock off your money. He's to charge you mad rent. I had no hot water in the place. I can't believe it. No, nah, man, that's a lie. So what? He rounded up all Jamaicans and said they must go back to Jamaica. No, not him. They'll be so low. We're gonna be crawling on his belly, man. Crawling on his belly. The only place you see a white man in the near future is in the wax museum, man. And you're suddenly looking at these people here. I can't see it. The same way I can't see Africans having slavery back then. The days coming when you're gonna look at the white man and go, no way. Any questions online quickly before I move on? Any questions? Make sure you type it online, all right? So like it is.
Oh, you know, you said, is it foot? West Africans.
I believe so.
That's the Nigerian then?
But again, everyone, we was in West Africa, so obviously, you know, a lot of our cultures there. So people say, well, the West Africans, you know, I found a relic, and the West Africans are Hebrew, so they're one of us. It's how it is, man. You know what I mean? Like King James was a black man in Scotland. Does that mean Scottish people are Israelites? You know, we were black people back then in West Africa, and we have remains in Africa. And you know, people like to use that, man. You know what I mean? Switzerland means black land. Does that mean the people in Switzerland today are black people? Just how it is, man. It's like this.
Nobody turns around and says, "Well, we must be Chinese people."
And there you go. People say because the Africans are this. There's black people again. Imagine we have problems as our own, and black people keep all them problems, and you know, find the hidden tribes that God has put throughout the course of the earth. Me about smoking a fag. Now I did some research, man, and I found relics in Africa and the Israelites, man. I'm thinking, yo, you know you're Israelite. You're mentioned in the Bible. How about you beat that fag first, man? You know what I mean? The Bible goes, the Lord's hand is not short that he can't save, man. It is a brother hidden somewhere in Africa, man. There's no sweat, man. Your phone in school, and you know, say, you know what? I heard certain, man. I got proof. My dad's one of them slaves. You know what I mean? We'll talk, man. If the Lord can't save somebody, it's fine, man. Once upon a time, there's nobody in England, and once upon a time, there's no one in England, man. And then one day the school got a call back after Prussia, and I was at school in England, man. It will happen. Don't worry about it, man. You know what I mean? We'll find brother Dennis Rodman's father. Let me look online actually. Dennis Rodman's father, yeah, fought in Vietnam, and he lives out there. I swear he has like 50 children, 50 Judite children, man. And everyone's scared. So in time, they're gonna breed and breed. And what happens to them? Don't worry about that, man. One day you get called in school, man, and say, you know what? I heard about this Israelite thing, man, online. And you know, my great granddad was Dennis Rodman. It was something Rodman, man. I'm gonna say, cool, man. Give us a call. It's no sweat, man. Dennis Rodman died with sex with all them nasty, skinny Chinese women over there, man. Yo. Let me find out live. Everybody wonder why Dennis Rodman's so crazy, man. Because he lives from his father, man. Dennis Rodman has sex with white women, yeah?
It's true, people that guilt trip, like, you couldn't turn them away, Israelite. That's maybe it's true. Maybe not, man. That's not like that.
Slack, let me get it. Okay, cool. So it says Rodman was born in Trenton, New Jersey. Trenton, New Jersey. Trenton is the capital of New Jersey. The son of Shirley and Philander Rodman, an Air Force member who later fought in Vietnam. Again, when he was young, his father left his family, eventually settling in the Philippines. So that's the Philippines. Rodman has many brothers and sisters. According to his father, he has either 26 or 28 siblings on his father's side. However, Rodman himself stated that he's the oldest of a total of 47 children. So in Vietnam, his dad has a bag of kids out there, man. You know what I mean? Who are Israelites? Is that something to worry about? And go? Are we going to fly out there? Are we going to leave all the brothers here and fly out there and teach these brothers who might not listen anyway? Just leave it, man. The Bible says it's what's called a seed sower. You throw your seeds out, and if it lands on good ground, it lands on good ground, man. And one day, Dennis Rodman's Dennis Rodman's father's great grandson will give the school a call, man. Ain't no sweat, and we'll accept him. 1 second. He's the oldest of 47 children. After his father left, yeah, but that's it on that. But if you do the research, there's loads of children out there, man. 26, 6 to all the Philippines, man. I don't know why. Even Jamaica, man, them Jamaicans, lots of Chinese women, man. I don't get it, man. Last time I checked, Jamaican men love meat and black men in general, but them Chinese people are skinny and bony and big heads and that, man. It's a shame what a man does for a bit of pale skin, man. Damn. Oh no, I don't understand, but Genesis 37. Genesis 37 and 23. So again, everyone knows the story about Joseph and the brothers and so forth. In church, everybody learned about Joseph. Called him Joseph the Dreamer. It was Jacob's second to last son. Favored him more. You have loads of children. You have that one that the one child that you like the most. For some reason, I don't know why, but the one that he acts like you the most, man. Or it says something you were saying, like, I like that one, man. Or is responsible. It does something crazy that you like, man. You can't help it. It could do dumb stuff. He's like him because you like him. That was Joseph. Joseph is dad's favorite, man. He liked him. His brothers didn't like it. They got jealous and so forth. Beat him up, put him in a well. His dad even brought him a coat that he didn't give none of them. We all had it before, man. You had to see him like you like the most, man. I didn't buy him a shoes. He's like, yo, I want shoes too. You're good, man. You go with your brothers, man. But he gets the fresh shoes. That's what happened. And the brothers didn't like it, man. So what happened was they're gonna kill him at first, but they thought, nah, I can't kill him. That's wrong. You can't kill your brother. So if what we do, we sell him instead. And that's where we're at now in the story. Genesis 37 and 23. And it came to pass when Joseph was come unto his brethren that they stripped Joseph out of his coat of many colors that was on him. So Joseph had a coat of many colors. Today that's expensive. Nowadays our clothes are made by manufacturers. Back then, to have a coat of many colors, that's dye. Yeah, dye the fabric. You know what I mean? Nowadays you go online, type in green coat, you'll get a green coat. Type in orange coat, you will get an orange coat. Back then, if you went orange, you had to go dye it, man. You wanted purple, you had to go dye it, and that cost money. So Joseph had a coat of many colors. That took time in his coat, man, to make it, the fabric, dye it, and so forth. And because his brothers were jealous, they beat him up and stripped him off his coat, took his coat off him. And they took him and cast him into a pit. And the pit was empty. There was no water in it. So they put him in a pit. Now, a pit is deep in the ground. So obviously when it rains, rain goes into the pit like a well. But this pit was empty. There's no rain in it. Probably didn't rain for a couple of days. It was dry. And they sat down to eat bread. So they put him in there while he's in there screaming, shouting, get me out, man. Get this dog. Like, allow him, man. Sat down and ate, man. Ate their food and whatnot. And they lifted up their eyes and looked, and behold, a company of Ishmaelites came from Gilead. So while they're eating, they saw a company of Ishmaelites ride past. Their horse and carriage. People who trade. People go from one country to another country. Drop off like you have how it works is you have a horse and carriage, like 4 horses on the front, in the back a big carriage. In that carriage, tons and tons of hay, tons of wood or trees and so forth. And you drop it to another country and they'll give you money for it and so forth. Like England's known for wood. America ain't known for wood. So how did America get the wood? They ask England for it. England gives them the wood, get money for it. We got BMWs in England. BMW is a German car, not British. How do British people get it? The Germans come with their boatloads of cars. We buy them, sell it to the British population, and they get paid for it. Same thing back then. As we're eating, that's what Ishmaelites ride past. You know, when the Ishmaelites were on their way to Egypt at the time. So they're eating, man, like, yeah, man, I hate Joseph, man. Prick, man, yeah. Saw Ishmaelites riding past. With their camels, bearing spicery and balm and myrrh. So these men were merchants, but they weren't carrying wood. They weren't carrying BMWs. They were carrying spices. And they had camels. Why camels? Because, you know, horses run fast, very quick, but horses can't go long. They're very quick but short distance. With camels are slow, but can go for miles, man. Camels go from one seat to another, non-stop, not stopping off. The horse can run for miles. No, horse can run fast, but will stop. Going to carry it down to Egypt. So these men were doing business with Egypt. And Judah said unto his brethren, what profit is it that we slay our brother and conceal his brother? So they're eating the food and everything. You know they're eating the food, head down. You see some man come, pass by. Judah like, you know something? I don't think we should kill him, It's not, you can't kill your brother, man. I reckon we should sell him instead, man. Think about it, we make money. We're not evil, we didn't kill him. We can't stand him, but don't want to kill him. That's what happened. Come and let us sell him unto the Ishmaelites, and let not our hand be upon him, for he is our brother and our flesh. Like, come on, he's our brother. We can't. It is a bit cold to kill him. It is a bit too harsh. If anything, we'll sell him. And his brethren were content. So brethren heard it and go, yeah, you got a good point, man. It makes sense. You want me to sell him instead? Then they passed to the Midianites, merchantmen, and they drew and lifted up Joseph out of the pit. So they pulled him out of the pit and sold Joseph to the Ishmaelites for 20 pieces of silver. So they sold him for a slave, man. So listen, we got a boy here that's strong, you know what I mean? He can pick your cotton, cut your cane. An old man would be cheap, but a young man, you know what I mean? And if you're like 12, you're young and strong, guess what? It's only gonna get better because you're only gonna get stronger. So it's a good investment, man. When you get 18, 19, 20, you're only gonna get stronger. A man is 30, he's strong now, but later on, he's gonna go downhill. Gonna be 40 soon, and you know what I mean? So not really a good investment. A young child, a good investment, man. And they brought Joseph into Egypt, and Reuben returned unto the pit, and behold, Joseph was not in the pit, and he rent his clothes. Reuben, the kind of, them guys that are with the gang, but they're not really in it. They got guilty conscience. Reuben, his intention was, in front of the brothers, like, yeah, man, I hate him too, man. They hate him, but it wasn't evil. His intention, what we're gonna do is wait till the gun and bring him back out. But when Reuben got back, he already gone. So Reuben's crying, man, like, oh shit, man. You know the guys there that with it, but not really with it. And he returned unto his brethren and said, the child is not. So he turned back like, yo, because Reuben's saying, I'm gonna come back and rescue him. So he goes and his gun, he's like, yo, where's he gone? He's not there. And whither shall I go? And they took Joseph's coat and killed a kid. And so I killed a kid of the goats and dipped his coat in the blood. And they sent the coat of many colors and brought it to their father. So they gave him a story. They killed the goat, put it on the coat, give it to dad and go, look, dad, it died by a wild animal. And said, this have we found. Know now whether it be thy son's coat. And he knew it, and he said, it is my son's coat. And evil beasts have devoured him. Joseph without rent his clothes to pieces, and Jacob rent his clothes and put a sackcloth upon his head and mourned. So they went back to dad and said, dad, look, he's dead, man. We can't find him, but I find his coat. It's full of blood. Oh, come on, man. Oh, come on. Man, I said, Jacob must have some cowballing, man. You know what I mean? The one thing his son's dead, and one thing did to an animal. You can't get revenge. You know he bought that. He cried out deep, man. And all his sons and his daughters rose up to comfort him, but he refused to be comforted. And he said, for I will go down into the grave unto my son, to my son's mourning. So he said, listen, I'm gonna die crying, man. I'm gonna go into, I can never get over this. I'm gonna go into the grave mourning. I'm crying now. I'm gonna go into the grave mourning. There's no way I can get over this, man. I will never get over this. My son's dead, man. He ain't coming back. Thus his father wept for him, and the Midianites sold him into Egypt. So the Midianites bought him, and they sold him, man. But it's their property, and they sold him to the Egyptians, man. And that's where Joseph grew up. That's where he was raised up. Joseph grew up and raised up in Egypt. And years down the line, Joseph became popular in Egypt. He became the king's second-hand man in Egypt, man. His brother sold him into Egypt. And later on, he became big in Egypt. You know what I mean? That's where we're at right now. Genesis 42 and 8. So at this point now, Joseph sold to the Egyptians in Egypt, and now he's got big man, he boss. You know what I mean? It was wires. The Egyptians liked him. He was somebody. And then what happened was, so what happened was Joseph went into Egypt, became somebody, and the rest of the world was starving. Man, there's a drought throughout the world. So his brothers came to Egypt to get some grain, and when they came to Egypt, they saw him there. And this is where we're at right now. Genesis 42:5. And the sons of Israel came to buy corn among those that came, for there was a famine in the land of Canaan. So, like anyone with common sense, it's a no food in your land. You go to a land where there is food. It's a shortage of food in Birmingham, but London has loads. You go to London, buy some, and bring it back to your country. So, because of the land in Canaan where we lived at that time, Canaan is the land of Israel. Before we had it, it was called the land of Canaan because the Canaanites and Africans were living there. You know what I mean? But later on, we went in there, took it over the land and called it land of Israel. And Joseph was governor over the land. So again, Joseph was big man, the big man over the land at the time. And his brothers came to Egypt where he was to buy corn, to buy food, to give back to all the people back in Canaan. And he was Zacchaeus, and it was that sold to all the people of the land. So David was so big, he sold to everybody. Africans came to him, he was sold to them. Arabs come to him, he was sold to them. He was so big in Egypt, he sold to all the people. And Joseph's brethren came and bowed down themselves before him with their face to the earth. So not only did all nations come, but brothers came to you from Canaan. And when they saw him, saw the king, you know, showed respect, bowed down their face to the earth. And Joseph saw his brethren, and he knew them, but made himself strange unto them, and spake roughly with them. And he said, whence come ye? And they said, from the land of Canaan to buy food. And Joseph knew his brethren, but they knew him not. So Joseph saw them, yo, they're my brothers, man. And they didn't know him, man. So what's that saying about the Egyptians and our people? Is Joseph an Egyptian? Joseph is not an Egyptian, man. He was sold to the Egyptians, our people, man. But his brothers didn't recognize him, man. He's not an Egyptian. We just read he was sold to them, but his brothers did not recognize him. So even though he was not an Egyptian, he had the same skin color as them, though. They thought it was an Egyptian. They didn't say, yo, look, this white man here, man. They couldn't recognize him. If Joseph was white and they sold him into Egypt, they'll go, yo, that's Joseph. That's Joseph. Remember, we sold him. Look, that's him right there, man. But he looked just like the Egyptians, man. And how the Egyptians look dark. But we know through the Bible he's not Egyptian. We know that. And Joseph knew his brethren, but they knew him not. And Joseph remembered the dreams. He dreamed unto them. Read on. 1 second. The party now one. One second. Any questions real quick? Let me know, all right? Okay, so what happened was they got sent. They didn't recognize their brother because obviously he's dark, just like the Egyptians. And then they went back to their dad because he told them to bring their youngest son, which is Benjamin. And this is what they said to their dad. Verse 29. And they came unto Jacob their father, unto the land of Canaan, and told him all that befell them. So they told him everything what happened. You know, the man said, "Your spies, get away from me," saying, "The man who was the Lord of the land spake roughly with us." They didn't say a Hebrew man spoke roughly with us. They said a man that is Lord of the land, the governor of that land. They thought he was Egyptian also. They thought the man that spoke bad to them, which their own brother, was an Egyptian. That's what they thought. Why? He could look just like them. It's like, yeah.
So also what the same language?
No. The Egyptians got their language with ours, but in trade, let's say today, you see conferences at the EU. Not the EU, what's it called? The United Nations, where all countries are there, but they speak a common language to, you know what I mean, to get by that. Even in you got like language Mirpuri. In that Pakistani region, man, you got like Mirpuri, Bengali, but they got a language called Urdu, which they all can commonly, you know, speak and stuff. So that's just proving that we are dark skinned just like them, but we're not them, man. To the point that a man's own brothers, you like, no one knows you like your own brother, man. His own brother didn't recognize him. If he was white, like what the white man says here, he stood out, man. He was like, oh, yeah, them Egyptians right there, man. The white man, A white man in the midst of Egyptians. You go, that's my brother that I sold, man. You didn't recognize him. Why? Because he's dark skin just like them, man. Genesis, Zephaniah 2 and 12. I'm not gonna get this thing real quick. Okay, got a brother from Montego Bay. Okay, cool. Mo Bay in the house. Okay, Zephaniah 2 and 12. And it reads, ye Ethiopians also shall be slain with the sword. And that, Ethiopians are who as well, man? Africans, man. For all them Rastafarians talking about, Ethiopia and Kush and, you know what I mean, Rasta, man, and Selassie, this and, Irie and, what do they call it, Ethiopia. And, when Rasta goes, yo, pass me the Bible. You know what I mean? I'm not sure. You know what I mean? Like, I grew up in a Rastafarian background. I don't want to, I feel bad to take the piss out of him, but you do know his name is not Selassie I. It's actually Selassie the First. That I is a Roman numeral for the first. But again, our people are so ignorant, man. Call him Selassie I and base our whole life around it, yeah, man. Because I, this and yeah, because don't say me and you, They say because him and I and the Bible. I'm going to Ethiopia, man. What else to say? My Idrin. It's ridiculous, man. And them same people that we look up to so much and we love so much, the Lord said they're gonna kill them, man. Then them also shall be killed. So he didn't say he loves them. Black man, you don't want to be no Ethiopian, man. The Lord don't love Ethiopians. He don't. I'm reading it right here. Zephaniah 2 and 12. Ye Ethiopians shall also be slain with the sword, man. The Lord don't love Ethiopians. It's a game to play on black people, man. And I can't even blame Ethiopians for this one. I can't even blame this. The Ethiopians don't like black people, man. It's like this. Huh? Oh, so what?
When we obviously we went to Ethiopia, and then we treated us like them.
There you go. Because of the same skin complexion, which it ain't, it's slightly different. Ethiopians are not like black people, man. Is it like black people in Ethiopia don't even mix? They stay in one little community called Sheshamani. It's not even big, man. Everyone in that community knows each other. It's not even big. It's not even the size of Birmingham, not even the size of a city. It's a small community, man. They don't love you. And then you're talking about Ethiopia and Rastafarians. Ethiopians ain't Rastas themselves. I've yet to see an Ethiopian Rasta in my life. They don't exist. The Catholic, man. Selassie himself was an Orthodox Christian. You know what I mean? Rastafarianism was something that Jamaicans made up, man. Leonard Howard made up in the 20s, I believe. They ain't Rastafarians themselves. They don't wear dreadlocks, man. They don't even care about Selassie. They don't care. You got a picture of your house with Selassie with the red, gold, and green tint in the background. They don't even care about him. And that was their people. That was their emperor. They don't even care for him. In fact, they hated him. They said that he starved the people, man. And there's black people loving him. Loving someone who ate even our people, man. So like it is. They found him, man. They say they can't find him, but they found someone. They found a man. I found some bones in the kitchen sink, but they're saying it's not him, man. He's dead, man. Selassie is dead, man. You know what I mean? Selassie couldn't even fight against what the Italians. Mussolini had him on the ropes, man. He's not our people. Ethiopians don't like us, man. You know what I mean? Ethiopians do. Ethiopian woman married the old British Rasta man. Yeah, what Rasta do in the UK? Yeah, they become Rasta man. They work hard, yeah, and go retire in ET. They call it ET. I'm going to ET. You know, they go to ET and retire. And here comes some young Ethiopian woman and takes all their money, man. That black woman in England, you grime with you and helps you and everything. She can't get the money, but some smelly Ethiopian woman comes and takes all your money, man. That's how it is, man. I brother post a picture the other day. Said, "Yo, this is my dad with a young Ethiopian woman." I look at him like, if only you knew, man. They don't like you, man. They like their own people, man. Why can't we love our own? You know, we love Indians, we love Chinese, and we even love Ethiopian women, man. They're not even nice, man. What's the world coming to? We love Ethiopians. Learn what's it, Amharic? Is it Amharic or Geese? Go crazy, learn their language, man. Like Africa's a big place. Why are we Ethiopian? Why are we not Nigerian or Chad? Why Ethiopia all the places on the earth, man? Ethiopians themselves, the people of that land, man, the people who live there, don't care about Selassie, man. They don't have a picture of Selassie in their living room, man. Because that's what it usually is, it's in the living room. I got a bridge. I don't know put his name out there, I got a bridge, man. You go to the yard, his front room, you know, black in the front room. His front room is dedicated to Selassie, man. The picture, this big Selassie, boom. Next to it, his wife, boom. In between the African mask, boom. In between, on the side of it, you know the picture, you know the engraving of Africa, the sculpture, the landmass, Africa. It's ridiculous, man. All his name, all his children's names are Ethiopian names and so forth, man. It's ridiculous, man. And meanwhile, those Africans don't care about you, man. They're not Rastafarian. They don't care about what's happening in Jamaica. They don't care what's happening to Black Caribbean people in the UK. Not their problem. They are focused with their people, man. My uncle in Ethiopia said everyone in Ethiopia, this true, everyone in Ethiopia there's statues of Mary and so forth. He said everywhere everywhere the statues of Mary and people are queuing up, bowing down to it and so forth. And you could have a Rasta, man. Yeah, man. Ethiopia is the place of the Lord, and around here, man, King Solomon, all that garbage, just man. The most I don't like them Ethiopians. The most they're gonna kill them. That's in the Bible. So if you want to be Ethiopian, you would die. You die with them, man. Let me get Amos 9 and 7. Ridiculous, man. Ethiopians are all people. Your Egyptians, fair enough, understand. You know what I mean? They got you know pyramids and so forth. I can see why somebody want to hold on to that history. But Ethiopians, come on, man. You know, but hyenas in there, man. And come on, man. A brother in the school that went to Ethiopia to retire, man. And he told me, I was on the phone when he phoned him. He goes, you know what? It's not cut out what I thought it is, man. He said, the Ethiopian people are nasty. And the brother goes, but Dad, I thought you said we're the same people. Why make a distinction now? He said it himself, man. And the robbery as well, man. They're your brothers, man. He spent his whole life building a house over there, man, and saying how this house ain't really his. According to the law, it belongs to the government, man. They rob you blind, man.
So like even to add to it, there was so Rasta family when I was out there, their kids were born in wouldn't be in Ethiopia.
What they don't know is the laws on their side. They don't want that passport. For real, oh man, they need that brown book, man. Damn. There was a group of brothers that went to Ethiopia, yeah, and they said, yeah, we're coming home to Africa, we're leaving, and they landed in Ethiopia. They went to the beach, and they threw their passport in the beach. You get me, like, yeah, we're done, we're home, we're final, man. I had a week later on that same beach looking for their passports, man. Serious. I'm lying. Looking for the same passport, man. You don't want to be there, man. You know what I mean? Again, we've been lied to. Just Islam. Black people look at Islam from afar and think, oh, Islam, man. I had Mecca. Oh, it's loving, man. The Mecca and the love and everything. And people love and they read the Quran. And if a man shall do this and love his brother, and I think it's true, man. And you go to Mecca for the biggest crooks, man. Biggest crooks. People stealing each other's slippers out there. That's a fact, man. Shaking out for money. If you're Arab and from England and you go down there, they're trying to overcharge you. Kind of the same thing they do to us in Jamaica, you know what I mean? But you know what I mean, that's another topic. Overpricing you and charging you and so forth. And people think it's a place to be out there, man. But Mecca it's full of homosexuals, man. Full of homosexuals. People have told me in Mecca, a woman can't walk around by herself. So a man can't really just meet a woman and find out who she is. Hence why men have sex with men. A brother in the school was in the army and he was stationed in Afghanistan. And he told me with his own eyes, he saw men have sex with donkeys and camels, man. But looking from afar, we think, oh man, I can't wait to get there, man. The motherland, man. The motherland. I say with Ethiopia, we think the motherland, I can't wait to go back, man. When you go back, you find out don't like you right there, man. They don't like you, man. It's all a lie, it's all a facade, man. Read Amali said she saw Selassie and she saw God, man. And she even saw the holes in his hands. Like, Rita, man, that was just the what's it called, the sensi, man. But I think back then the video was sensi in it. Nowadays it's skunk and this and kush. Rita, that was some good sensi, man. So all I can say to you, if you saw Haile Selassie with something in his hand, you must have been blazing some good weed, man. You know what I mean? Some good stuff. So all I can say to you, because Haile Selassie is not of our people, man. He ain't Jesus Christ, man. Jesus Christ is the king of every black and Hispanic man, and he sits on the right hand side of the Father, man. Selassie dead and couldn't protect himself from Mussolini, man. Selassie couldn't speak English. Not that it means nothing, but I thought I'd be out there. Selassie couldn't speak English. Watch the tape of Selassie you can't speak English, man. That's not his own people hated him, man. He apparently starves his own people. That's not our people, man. I don't know what Rita saw that wasn't Selassie. She goes, I saw a glow. I swear, man, that was Christ, man. I think that was the sense mixed with the rum and the sunshine. It was too much for her, man. It got to her, but trust me, Haile Selassie is not Jesus Christ, man. It's Amos 9 and 7. It reads, Are ye not as the children of the Ethiopians unto me, O children of Israel? So what's the Lord saying there, man? I had a Rasta man uncle, so still do so. Okay, he go, see, the children of Israel and Ethiopians are the same people. Look what the Lord saying here. The Lord said, Are ye not as the children of the Ethiopians unto me, O children of Israel? He's saying, see, so that is the same? I've read it right there, man. Obviously, I had to come to UPK, you know what I mean? And they broke it down for me, man.
Are you not lying? So it's two different people.
I'll break it down for you. The Lord saying basically, you act like the Ethiopians. I don't want. It's saying, yo, it's saying, look, are you just like them? I told you not to be like them. You act like them. That's the context of the scripture, and we'll read it. He goes, Are you not as the children of the Ethiopians unto me, O house of Israel? They're saying, yo, you like doing blood sacrifice like them? Why don't you Rastafarians like them? Are you just like them? Are you not just like them? And he reads on, says the Lord, have I not brought you out of the land of Egypt? Saying, listen, did I take you out of that land? Why you act like them for? He's not saying you're the same, not saying you're one people, something called context, man. And the Lord said, I took you out of that land. Did I take you out of there? Why you act like the people in that land? I brought you out of there, man. Why are you talking about dreadlocks and Rastafarianism and the Lion of Judah and all that? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? The Lion of Judah and red, gold, and green and all that garbage that's there. I took you out of the land, man. And you know, one of the fact, Rastafarianism ain't even Ethiopian culture, man. It's Indian culture. Dreadlocks is Indian culture. Smoking weed is Indian culture, man. Kali weed come from a goddess Kali, which is Indian culture again, man. Dreadlocks is Indian culture. Rappy head in the turban with locks is Indian culture. Ganja is a Hindi word, man, which means Ganja, the river Ganges, the biggest river in India, man. So again, Rasta are just confused, man. I don't know what they're doing. Rastafarianism is more Indian culture than it is African culture. The Africans are not trying to be Rastafarian, man. They're trying to be white. They're trying to come to England and change, you know what I mean? Is it me? Ethiopians got them, they love to dye their hair brown, man. Oh, it's disgusting, man. Oh no. Oh no, man. I just can't do it. I'm not sure. What the good thing is, they're not my worst hated heathen. They ain't too bad. I think the Indian man's first, you know. Yeah, they try that there, man. Like to use that when it benefits them, man. You know what I mean? Prash said one of them tried to jump on the back of his van the other day, man, with a sad face. Because I wanted to kill him, man. You want to kill him, man. You know what I mean? Nah, man, I can't not really my kind of guys, man. I'm not really my guy. But give me Acts 21:38. Because it's Acts 21:32, who immediately took the soldiers and centurions and ran down unto them. And when they saw the chief captain and soldiers, they left beating of Paul. So again, Paul's a man, you know what I mean? The prophets of the Bible got beaten up by the police, man. You know what I mean? I ain't beaten up yet. I've been harassed by the police. You know what I mean? You know, police harass all the time. They don't succeed, mind you, but Paul was beaten by the police, man. He said that when they saw the centurions, they left beating from Paul. So when they saw the police come, then they start beating up Paul, man. Paul go for the same things we go through, man. Harassing, you can't do that. Where's your permit? Where's your license? We should lock you up, man. You shouldn't have a donation bucket out there. You're taking donations, man. And Paul had to do what we go through, man. Go get a permit. You know what I mean? Go get a license. You know, give the white man no opportunity to lock you up or beat you up, man. Paul went through the hard times. We cry about, you know what I mean, going through certain stuff when none of us has ever been beaten for the word, man. We cry, my woman left me because my beard, and you know what I mean? She said she liked my smooth face, man. I can't do this no more, man. When have you ever been beaten up for the truth, man? See, my son wants a new Ben 10 bike. I gotta keep saying that because Jerry Kyle, he goes, my son wants a new Ben 10 bike, man. I gotta go back into the world, man, because you know what I mean. My son don't look at me as a man no more, man. Come on, man. You ain't took no beating for the Most High. All is your son can't get a Ben 10 bike for Christmas, man, but he can get one. He can get one for January, February, March, April, May. He can still ride a bike, still be with the rest of the kids. Why does this present have to be bought on his birthday? Why can't one day just come in the house with that bike, man? And people leave the truth over things like this. Cause back in the day, I see everyone used to love me at work, man. As soon as I come through the doors, everyone's to high five me and everything, man. Nowadays, everyone hates me because I can't go to the Christmas Jew. Easter around the corner, and they're doing what's it called? Secret Santa. I told them I can't take part and look at like I'm crazy, man. Come on, you ain't been beat up for the Lord, man. You ain't been had physical pain, man. Stop crying, man. This is nothing. I'll take a little cut tie and she's crazy any day, man. Over a beating, man. Any day, I'll take a woman leaving me any day for a beating, man. My son can think what he wants about me. I'm his dad, regardless, man. And regardless of what he thinks about me, you better go to bed at 7, man. Any day, I don't care. You might think my dad's nothing, man. I can't get a pretty birthday. That's cool. Now go do your homework, man. You're the father, man. Don't let no child tell you you don't love them. Keep food in their belly, keep them warm at night. And because you don't give them a Christmas present on December 25th, you don't love him. Really? Come on, man. Meanwhile, pedophiles buy presents for their kids probably more than us because we can't afford it. And white boys buy their kids Christmas presents that you can't believe, man. The biggest tree you could ever see on Christmas, man. And they go in their bedroom at night time and touch them up, man. They go in their bedroom at night time and molest them, man. Don't no one tell you don't love your kid because you don't buy no Christmas present, man. And white people, it's a fact. The stats, white men is #1 for child molestation in the crime, but that's true. Knife crime and drug crime is black people, but for child molestation is white people. That's why child molesters get what, 7 years. Why? Because they say a white man in his mid-40s is likely to commit that crime, and because the white man loving his own, he says, okay, give him 7 years. Where a knife crime is likely to be a black man in his early 20s. That's why they get life. When a man that molests somebody damages people for life, man, ruins them, and he gets 7 years in prison, man. And people like that molest their own children, and they give them gifts, man. Christmas gifts, presents you can't believe, treat to the sky, and they don't love him. So don't make no one fool you, man. That's not love, man. You love your child, don't give him no Christmas gift, man. Don't give him no birthday present, man. It's still love nonetheless. You know what I mean? I guarantee you, R. Kelly gave people loads of Christmas gifts and everything, and he ruined lives of many young girls, man. Gifts don't mean anything. It's how you treat a brother, man. And then Paul, and then the chief captain came near and took him and commanded him to be bound with 2 chains. So that's like prison today. You get beaten with a truncheon, beaten up, pepper sprayed, then what? They throw you in the van and you lock you up. Paul got beaten by the police, then put into prison with 2 chains. Not the rapper. And demanded who he was and what he had done. So he demanded, who are you, man? What are you doing here? What crimes you commit, man? It's like today, man, they beat you up, throw you in the van, then interrogate you. You know what I mean? In booking. So what are you in for? All right, this charge, that right. And go in your cell now. Same thing to Paul. And some cried one, and some cried another among the multitude. And when he could not know the certainty for the tumult, he commanded him to be carried into the castle. So there's many prisoners. So many people. Paul got beaten up by the police, and the police are asking him, "What have you done?" And there's people in the crowd shouting. Some say he done this, some say that. Some say, "Oh, he's a sinner. He's going against the laws." People are shouting, so the policeman couldn't understand what he done wrong. It's like in a fight, and people are watching. Yeah, imagine you and people are fighting, and there's a ring of people around you, and police can break the fight up. People are like, "What happened here?" And everyone's screaming. Some people say, "The thief is this, is that." The police couldn't understand, so they just threw him in the castle. And when he came onto the stairs, so it was that he was born of the soldiers for the violence of the people. Born means carried. So the soldiers carried him for the crime of the people. For the multitude of the people followed after. So as he's been locked away, everyone following. Just like in the ends today, man. You see a man being carried to the police van. What everyone do? Everyone follows, put their phone and watching. You know it is. And crying, away with him. Everyone like, you lock him up, man. That's today. People are fighting, man. You beat him up, man. You lock him up, man. Everyone laughing and so forth. And as Paul was to be led into the castle, he said unto the chief captain, "May I speak to thee?" So Paul's chained up, and as he's chained up in the line, it's this chief captain. Now, you know, if you've ever been to prison before, man, or I can't explain it. So Paul's going to the captain. He's going to the castle. As he's chained up, he sees the captain. So Paul's innocent. He wants to plead his cause, trying to get attention. Like, yo, can I speak to you for a second? Come on, come speak to me, man. I want to, you know what I mean? I want to explain myself. I want to show you how I'm innocent. You know what I'm about? You see, so it's going to the castle. You see the chief captain, so he's trying to get his attention, trying to talk to him so he gets calls. Imagine everyone speaking to the captain in a line, saying I'm innocent. So they don't hear. So Paul's trying to get his word across. So and as Paul was led into the castle, so imagine Paul being led in a straight line, just like in prison today. You get led into the cafeteria in a straight line. You get led to the van. You get led to the bathroom. He said unto the chief captain, "May I speak to you?" So like, please, sir, boss, listen, man, hear me out, man. "May I speak unto thee?" Who said, "Canst thou speak Greek?" So imagine Paul said to the man, "Yo, listen, man, can I speak to you?" I was like, "Right, you know what I mean?" I looked to your black face. I thought you speak some African language, or I thought you speak something. I was surprised you speak Greek. It's like imagine a Chinese man, squint your eyes, you see him coming to you. It's like, "Oh, hello," you can like, "Right, you speak English." Yo, I'm surprised, man. He didn't know Paul could speak Greek. You know what I mean? We're gonna find out why. "Art not thou the Egyptian?" So he thought Paul was Egyptian. Why do you think Paul was Egyptian? Because Paul was dark skinned like the Egyptians, man. But we know Paul's not Egyptian. According to the Bible, Paul said he goes up from the tribe of Benjamin. He's not Egyptian, but he thought he was Egyptian. It's like, yeah. He looked at his skin and he's assumed he was Egyptian. You know what I mean? He could have thought he was Pakistani, Bangladeshi, but he's assumed he was Egyptian. And he couldn't believe he was speaking Greek. So it was like, yo. It's like imagine you see a Chinese man and he speaks queen tongue English. You see him walk up to you like, you're waiting for him to go, "Yo, I want no trouble." And it's like, "You're right there. Hey, do you know anything?" Bro, he speaks English. Y'all thought he was born in China. You know what I mean? He thought Paul was Egyptian. And we know Paul ain't. In fact, we're going to find out what Paul is, man. You know what I mean? I think Romans 3. Oh, it's been a while, you know. I ain't even lie. But obviously, Paul got out. Paul lived to fight another day. Paul lived to build schools and so forth. And in the end, he died, man. Where did Paul die? I think he was killed, I believe. That I asked with Captain shot. But Paul wrote the book of Timothy, Corinth, everything. So he lived down to Tal. I believe so. I'm not too sure. I check with you. I don't teach stuff I don't know. But Paul got out. This is one. Paul got out many occasions, man. It's nothing. 6. I think it's Romans 9. Okay, so the man thought Paul was an Egyptian. We're gonna find out what Paul is then. You know what I mean? "I say the truth in Christ, I lie not." It's the right one. Okay, yeah. "I say the truth in Christ, I lie not. My conscience also bear me witness in the Holy Spirit that I have heaviness and continual sorrow in my heart, for I could wish myself were accursed from Christ, for my brethren," your brethren, your relatives, family, "my kinsmen," which is another word for relative family, "according to the flesh, who are Israelites." So Paul's relatives, his family are Israelites. That's who Paul was. And this man thought an Israelite was an Egyptian. Why? Because they both are dark skinned, but they're not the same people, man. Paul was Egyptian. He was an Israelite, man. So with that, that's the class. Any questions before we wrap up? Nah, I'm going to line real quick. Let me check comments. Cool. So the brother for the Mo Bay, call the Jamaica school, man. You know what I mean? We got a brother out there also. You know what I mean? So with that, that's the class. I'll be here Wednesday 7 to 9, okay, with the law class. And with that, we say shalom. All right, let's clap it up.